show you a quick little way to increase the external rotational ability of your shoulder with just a simple dowel rod. If you don't have a dowel rod, what you could use, and a dowel rod is just a stick, basically a PVC pipe. If you don't have a dowel rod, you can use a broomstick, a mop. You could use a Swiffer, although be careful, they're rather cheap. But anyway, here's what you want to do using this element, and a PNF, or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, is what we're going to be doing here to kind of take the shoulder into new increased ranges of motion. So for me personally, I experience a little bit of frontal / side shoulder pain. And generally it's because of my lack of external range of motion, even though I do have pretty good external range of motion in this shoulder, but I can feel it right there. So I also have a rather large knot around my infraspinatus muscle in my shoulder blade. So I will also use the foam rolling technique in a video I did called the thoracic rollout. I will generally do that about every night just to release those muscles. And it really does help with the increased range of motion of the shoulder in external rotation, but it also helps relieving pain. So back to the dowel rod. What you want to do is basically you are going to grab the dowel rod backwards. So you're going to get your arm to 90 degrees, okay? 90 degrees. And you're just holding the dowel rod between your thumb and your index finger. Okay? So just like that, as you can see here. What I'm going to do is, again, take this 90-degree angle, and I'm going to reach over with my other arm, and I'm going to grab the bottom of the dowel rod, or what's comfortable for me, to be able to kind of not feel any pain in this position, but feel a nice solid strength, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my arm up in a 90-degree angle, okay, just like this, and I'm going to hold the dowel rod in between my thumb and my index finger. So you can probably see here what I'm talking about. There's my thumb grasping it, and there's my index finger below it. So it's almost in that little skin flap, or it is in that little skin flap here. There it is from the front, and there it is from the side angle. Okay, so you can see in between my thumb and my index finger, and my palm is supinated or facing the ceiling. Okay, so from here, I'm going to grab the dowel rod. I'm going to reach across with my opposite hand, and I'm going to grab the dowel rod at the bottom. A little bit higher up has a little less tension, on the shoulder joint itself. The further down I go, the more I'm going to need better external rotation to increase. I already have pretty good external rotation, so I'm going to start probably midway just to show people. 90 degrees with the arm, and I'm going to try my best to square my shoulders and my hips. Okay, so really that's external rotation right there. What I'm going to do is with my top hand, I'm going to pull forward for 5 seconds. So I'm going to breathe in, pull forward gently, about 20%. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to breathe out. And I'm going to pull with my bottom hand to externally rotate the shoulder until I feel a nice stretch in that back of the shoulder, rotator cuff area, infraspinatus muscle. So right about there, I feel some resistance, which would be like my first spot of resistance. So I'm going to hold this position for about 10 seconds. I'm going to glance over and just have a look and see how far back I got. Not bad. 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to lay off from this position a little bit. So I'm going to come back forward just a little bit, out of external rotation. And then I'm going to pull forward again for 5 seconds with this top hand. Okay, so 20%, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to release that pull, breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to pull with the bottom hand and try and get a little further back, or try and increase that first spot of resistance that I would feel in that external rotation of the shoulder. So right about there is where I feel it. So about 10 seconds here, and you want basically 2 deep breaths here. Breathing is so important with this exercise. If you hold your breath, you're going to hold the tension in the muscles. When you breathe out, you're telling your body that this is okay. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna lay off out of this stretch again. And then basically I'm gonna bring the dowel rod down and come out of it. So that's it for the external rotation of the shoulder to increase it. Very gentle pulling into external rotation, very gentle tension with this bottom hand when pulling forward. You do not need a lot of tension in this exercise. And one thing that is key to remember when it comes to stretching is if you feel like you are tearing a muscle, you are probably tearing a muscle. So less is more, okay? Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, send it to a friend, and please think about subscribing. Every subscriber we get helps our channel, and you'll never miss a video that we put out. Thanks guys, see you next time.
Please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see a particular video made, please leave it in the comments section below. I answer all comments. And thanks for supporting the Weightlifting Lab.